Here's what you missed from Glaucoma 360. Hello and welcome. I'm Carey Powers, and we're here at Glaucoma 360 New Horizons Forum in San Francisco, bringing you conversations with the leaders at the forefront of glaucoma, innovation, and care. Today, I'm excited to welcome as our guests the co-founders of Glaucoma 360 New Horizons Forum, Dr. Adrienne and Dr. Andrew Iwach. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you, Harry.
So we kicked off the conference last night with the gala held by the Glaucoma Research Foundation, raising a record $518,000. What an amazing way to start the meeting.
That was terrific. It was amazing. The response in the room, the amount of excitement and patient focus. We heard from patients, including a mother with her adorable young child who's juvenile glaucoma, and just the excitement about finding better treatments and possibly, cures for vision restoration. That really started it off on a very high note, and people got very excited.
Yeah, it was a really exciting night because there were so many people, stakeholders in the room. We had the patients there. We had different parts of the whole system that, from the ideas, takes it to solutions for patients, which is all what Glaucoma 360 is about. And actually, we kind of like to say we celebrate, that we innovate, and we educate. And so that first night is what we're celebrating, also raising funds. Today, we're going to be innovating, focusing on new innovations. And then tomorrow, of course, we do the education, the teaching part.
Well, congratulations. Today is the 15-year anniversary of Glaucoma 360. So it's become one of the most important meetings in ophthalmology. So congratulations to both of you on that incredible achievement. One of the things that makes this meeting unique is how it, like you said, it brings together the entire community, patients, investors, clinicians, scientists, industry, and most importantly, the voice of glaucoma patients. Listening to that patient last night was so compelling. Tears in my eyes. I mean, it was just a really special night to be a part of. So how does this level of collaboration accelerate the development of new treatments and diagnostics? Adrienne, let's start with you.
Well, the reason we have all those different groups together to begin with, so starting with scientists, researchers, innovators, we have investors because early stage companies need money. We go all the way up through including the FDA, because all of those groups are necessary in order to develop a new glaucoma product. And including the patients really makes it even more sort of inspirational, motivational, because we desperately want to be able to help them all preserve their vision and even restore lost vision. And all of those groups that we put together are very important components in order to be able to get to a product that's actually available to patients.
Dr. Iwach.
Yeah, and so we design the program so we maximize that interaction. And I've seen there was a company who had an interesting molecule, but they had to get it to the back of the eye. And there was another company that had the system that gets it back to the back of the eye, and we're watching them exchange business cards. That is the collaboration and the innovation. We take them out of their silos. We create a playing field that they can interact, have exchanges, and that accelerates taking those ideas to solutions for patients. So it's very exciting to watch. And each year we think, gosh, will there be something new? And there is. There's new information, new progress. And last night we were saying that, we used to say, well, we're going to help your grandkids. No, we're going to help you. We're looking at solutions that will be in your lifetime. We couldn't have said that 10 years ago.
I love it, watching the collaboration happen in real time. So, glaucoma research is moving so quickly from drug delivery to neuroprotection and better diagnostics. So from your perspective, getting to watch all of this year after year after year, what are you most excited about in terms of where the biggest breakthroughs will come next? Dr. Iwach?
I think pretty much each of those areas has opportunity. And ultimately, what the Glaucoma Research Foundation is really focused on is the patient. So the whole issue of earlier diagnosis, monitoring easier, more comfortable diagnostics, and then all the different therapeutics, whether it's different medications, laser treatments, different surgeries, all of that is being presented here ultimately to help the patients. So ultimately from early diagnosis, monitoring, there are improvements occurring in each, and that's what we're hearing at the meeting.
Adrienne?
Well, one of the most exciting things, certainly at today's meeting, and even more so than at last year's meeting, um, are the companies that are working on neuroprotection. And we just finished that session, led by Jeff Goldberg and Len Levine, and 7 or 8 different companies, all with somewhat different strategies, but all involved in helping preserve and restore vision. So exciting! Our very first meeting, our very first Glaucoma 360, 15 years ago, there there were no presentations on neuroprotection. So that field has really evolved tremendously. And so it's really exciting to see that happen. Other changes too over the years. It was pretty amazing that the very first Glaucoma 360, so 15 years ago, there were no MIGs approved. And that was revolutionary too. So we've really seen glaucoma innovation marching along every year, and it's really exciting to be a part of highlighting that and of providing innovators with a venue to present and to have investors hear them, to have the strategics hear them. It really helps push things along.
I can echo your comments, Adrienne, that today we just heard this neuroprotection. For many years we heard about different animal models. We have human data being presented. And that's really the exciting because we have a lot of great ideas and we have different models, but we were just listening to data in patients. And so we're getting there.
Really exciting. And you're hearing it here first at Glaucoma 360, which is fantastic. So let's talk about G360, how the meeting has evolved over the years, and what's your vision for the future of it?
Well, when we first started, we had a few people. It was even the very first meeting was well attended. We even the strategics really supported us, and so that was exciting. But we did have a couple of people say to us things like, "Are you really going to do this every year? How can there possibly be enough innovation to have this meeting every year?" And it did not faze us at all. Because we knew, I mean, we didn't know exactly how it would evolve, but we thought it was, first of all, we thought there would be innovation evolving every year. But secondly, we thought that patients deserve it. Patients deserve for the progress to be demonstrated, and we want them to have hope, but more than hope, we want them to see that we're not just sitting around, that things are happening.
And it's been growing. So as we got more comfortable with the platform, we then added an optometry session. Now this is the first year we're adding a retina session because there's a lot of overlap between glaucoma and retina. We're in the same neighborhood. And so the fact it's growing so much that we actually have to go to a different facility. This hotel doesn't have enough big enough meeting rooms. So we're actually going to next year be at the San Francisco Hilton. We love this hotel here, but we need more space.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. My goodness. I appreciate your highlighting everything that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for tuning in, and for more information on the Glaucoma Research Foundation and their quest to cure glaucoma, visit glaucoma.org.